Teaching tonight from the EFC workbook. The EFC workbook is really a tool that I've been able to use over the last couple of years. Ever since let me start from the beginning. Taibu Muad'Dib here, certified goal achievement coach. Welcome to our Tuesday session of our class. I'm giving unprecedented access to our class so you understand what I actually do and how I teach. So I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody that joined tonight. I'm gonna give you all a round of applause. I apologize for that because my um power on. There we go. Now you get a round of applause. Let's go. So give yourself a round of applause for joining. Make sure you have something to keep your tools wet. Let's go. So I can do this by heart, but I'm gonna give you. Make sure that you guys and gals come over to YouTube or subscribe live here. But if you subscribe on TikTok, I'll make sure I send you the link, and you guys will be able to see the full picture-in-picture effects. You'll also get the link over here to join the class. I got so much going on. It's so important for you to subscribe and make sure you're everywhere that I am so you can get the full measure of what I'm teaching. So aside from everything else that's happening in the world, people are getting rich. People are getting in shape. People are attracting and beginning healthy relationships. So aside from all the toxicity that you're hearing about, people with winning strategies are getting it done and they're happy. So happy pre-Valentine's Day to all of you out there, all of you lovebirds out there. But this is what's going down, man. I'm gonna break it down for you real quick. So the EFC workbook is really an opportunity for us to look at just how far we've all come, but still look to where we want to be. And when a person says that to you, I'm gonna go ahead and screen share. This is how it starts. Come over to YouTube at Taibu Muad'Dib 4019, man. Make sure you get this, um, get this information. I want to give it to you. This podcast is being brought to you, as always, courtesy of First Step Coaching. And I'm happy to say that people are really starting to get it now. Every time they see my coach, there goes that coach I need to listen to because he's giving good information, good tips, and good knowledge on what's happening. So why do I start with effort, focus, and commitment? So when I first put this together, I was challenged by my coach and my mentor. Shout out to the Coaching Blueprint, the playbook for coaching and speaking, and my mentor Terrell Jones out there in New York. Shout out to his whole organization. They're doing big things for people like me that want to coach and speak for a living. All right. And so he challenged me to put together a system. He said, okay, Ty, but you do fitness and you motivate people. How can you bring that together? What's the proven system that you will put anybody through to make sure that they see progress? So I had to look back at my past. And this is what we came up with. It says, imagine years from now, still stuck in the same place, feeling unfulfilled and wondering what could have been if you'd only taken action and prioritized your goals. So what that means is stop letting somebody else be your priority. You be the priority. Your goals, your dreams be the priority for a little while. What could have been? What will be if that's what you do? So when I did it, you see it. I'm doing it now. It's great. All right. It says, as someone that's been there before, I completely understand. Dozens of big goals I failed to achieve. That's real. And I understand how frustrating it can be. That's why you hear me say all the time, if you're struggling to stay motivated, right? If you're having trouble staying motivated, I'm telling you, it's a big deal. Don't misdiagnose your problem. Don't guess. Don't go to the wrong people for help, right? If you're having issues with it, start right here with the EFC workbook. I've completely turned my life around. And it's the very reason I developed the effort, focus, and commitment workbook to help you and you put together a proven roadmap for success. Now, what's a proven roadmap for success? The Kansas City Chiefs, right? If you don't know the history of Andy Reid before he went to the Kansas City Chiefs, look up Andy Reid's coaching career. He was challenged. He can't win the big game. He was challenged to put together a roster that could win it consistently. He believed in who he was. And for him to achieve what he's achieved past those challenges, listen to me, he found his own proven roadmap for success. He has players and organization that believes in his roadmap, and they are super successful. They are super successful. Back-to-back Super Bowls is super difficult to do in the NFL. Hasn't been done in 20 years. Shout out to Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. So there can't be too many Chiefs and not enough Indians, all right? Don't put yourself in that situation. Go straight down the line, okay? If you look at some individuals, there are some motivational speakers out there that are really doing it big, and everybody has their story. So when you look at the workbook, you can click download and go through it and download it. But if you look at it, it talks about who I am, what I used to do, how I got here. It talks about what I'm doing now, right? It talks about the challenges I've overcome, having been to prison, having done a lot of different things with my life and been through a lot of different experiences and situations, what I'm doing now, how I'm giving back now, the atonement, the redemption, right? Everybody loves a great story. So your coach, Taibu Muad'Dib, I'm a great story. I'm a great story in the making. I'm nowhere near done yet. So let me go ahead and show y'all how to do it. You go ahead, you put in your email address. All right, bam. Put the email address in there. Your name, your phone number. You click download. Bam. You get the landing site that says, thank you. We appreciate you. Look at that guy. Look at that handsome guy there smiling. Thank you for trusting me to help you achieve your goals. And remember the name. Download it now. Bam. Here we go. So we're into the EFC workbook right now. The first thing that this workbook gets you to do is identify your goal, right? After it welcomes you, we want you to identify, because if you can go straight to Calendly and book a call with me, but if I get on a call with you and I ask you, okay, what's your goal? If you don't know what it is, we're going to waste time on the phone. And I know you're probably not a good fit for the First Step coaching program. Just being real. I'm going to shoot you down. I'm going to send you back to the drawing board. I'm going to send you right back to the down. I'm going to say, look, I'm a busy guy. I'm an important guy. I'm an influencer, right? A leader, a mentor, right? Small business owner. I'm a busy guy. So don't book a call with me without getting the EFC workbook in you, because how can we talk about your goal if you haven't identified it, right? I've asked plenty of people on the phone, so what are you looking to achieve, what to accomplish? I don't have time for that, people. I'm shooting to you straight. This is why I'm good at what I do. I don't have time for that. So download the workbook. Let's get clear about what your internal aspiration is. It dials it up. It tells you what to do. It wants you to switch gears. Switching gears. So once you decide on a goal, doesn't it make sense to look at what the main obstacle to that would be? Just think about that. If you say you want to make $5,000 more a month, what might be your number one obstacle to that? Well, if you're a single mom, you got to take care of them kids first. So you have to make some time. Depending on the age of the kids, you might have to have somebody come and thank you for the share. You might have somebody come and watch them kids. Or if they're older, have the older kids watch them kids, but reward them for doing so that you can advance towards your goal. All right. Les Brown, the man, he keeps it real. He said he reads 3 books a week. He says the average American reads less than 1 book a year. How can you expect, in this changing, ever advancing market to keep up if you aren't feeding your mind. And let's be clear, young people these days, the next generation of jobs will be what they call thought jobs. They won't be with the hands. Sure, but the world is AI, it's mechanized. Most of the jobs in the future, in my generation, nah. But in your generation, if you're like middle school, high school, by the time you're my age, 30, 40, 50, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have to think for a living. Bottom line. Saying that 1,700 people are becoming millionaires every day because they are thinking smarter and not working as hard. They're putting together platforms like this one, and they're using what? A proven roadmap for success like the EFC workbook to decide what they want to do, become intentional about what their obstacle is, and to address that with the right activities. I'm Taibu Muad'Dib, certified goal achievement coach. I want to be your coach, right? I took on a case study, and I have classes. I'm waiting on her right now to choose her course curriculum. Now that she's attending classes, I'm going to make sure I get her the full list. And I read some off to her on Saturday, but right now we're in the EFC workbook. I'm telling you, it flows so seamlessly into your lives. Let's look at it. So you have your goal and you have your main obstacle. Now, what's the next thing? Initial plan of action. Initial plan of action. It says write out the steps that are necessary for you to get there. Okay? Write out additional resources that you may need, like a life coach. I'm an additional resource. Last year, I did the sharecropper report. And I was telling people, put some more manpower and resources behind what you want to achieve. Who's going to support your change and who's going to be against it? Bam. Now here we are. Effort. That's where we start. It says look up and insert 3 quotes about effort. Why do you do that? Why would I want you to look up 3 quotes about effort? Because as soon as you hit bam, the Google search, you're going to see a bunch of quotes on effort. I want you to pick out 3 that resonate with you, because it's going to challenge you. You're going to immediately be like, yeah, this guy, he's onto something. I haven't been putting the right amount of effort into my goal. I haven't. When you see, I quoted Michelle Obama and somebody else in some of my emails, my coaching community. If you want to be a part of my coaching community and get my free tips and advice through email, make sure you download the EFC workbook. All right. I'm telling you right now. So it says, so you see these quotes on effort and do they resonate with you? Okay. I say, list all of the ways applying a greater amount of effort to your initial plan of action will increase the effectiveness of those activities. If you increase the amount of effort you put into your workouts, won't that increase the effectiveness of that workout? So this is fundamental stuff. You can't blame anybody but yourself if you're not getting this done. All right. Go on down there. Focus. Focus is my favorite. Focus is the game changer, right? I can tell that you're not committed if your plan sucks. I'm keeping it real. I can tell if you're not committed, if you refuse to focus, if you pull back, if you say, oh, my plan right now, the plan I got right now is all right. Then why are you unhappy? Then why aren't you satisfied with what you're doing for a living? Or in that relationship you shouldn't be in? Moment of silence for your plan. Your plan is dead. A moment of silence for that plan. That plan's over with. The reason why I like this part of the EFC workbook, the focus part, is because as a people, I realized when I became conscious, we as a people that look like me in this country, we are failing because we don't have a winning strategy as a people, as a collective, for how we're going to address our societal ills. That was a mouthful, but when you go back and watch the replay over here on YouTube, once you subscribe, because you should be subscriber by now. If you're not, shame on you. I'm giving the funk. This is unprecedented. Nobody else in the speaking and coaching industry is giving you the funk like I am. I've been doing this for years, the last 3 years exclusively. I'm just now integrating my podcast with my coaching to give you guys and gals more because I want you to advance and increase. I want you to say, yeah, I heard that guy, Taibu Muad'Dib. He's on to something. Yeah. I saw the shares. I appreciate that. If you subscribe, you become a subscriber, you get to come with me the rest of my way to my first million. There's no way with this proven strategy that I won't hit a million. I'm not talking about 10 years from now. You watch. This is real. Because my level of focus and the way I'm lining these things up is I maintain it. My overhead includes my own coaching and speaking mentor. Someone that holds me accountable to my activities. Someone that calls me up twice a month. What did you get done? What did we talk about last time? Okay, how did you address those goals? Bam. To make sure I'm not only in line with the latest techniques in my industry to disseminate information to my clients and coaching community members, I have a mentor myself. Right? To make sure I'm still fresh in the game. He has about a decade in the game on me. I'm still fresh into the game. But as I grow in influence and in knowledge and experience, what I'm realizing is that I need him more than ever before. Because you guys and gals are always challenging me with something new. I'll be like, Coach, man, so-and-so said such and such, and what do I do with that? He'd be like, look, handle it like this, get your calendar together, make sure that he lines it up. He keeps me humble, but on my path. How many of y'all start out the race good, but you be off track? You be off track, right? You be off track like a video game. You run straight, you just dodge it, right? Just keeping it real. And that happens to me too. Effort, focus, and commitment. Focus is my favorite because without a winning strategy, man, you're gonna fail epically. You're gonna fail. It's gonna be ugly. And those of you who are fortunate enough to have listened in and attended this class tonight, you're going to fail. You're going to come right back. You're going to be inboxing me and DMing me. You're going to be signing up. You're going to want the workbook. You're going to be like, man, you said it was going to happen. Yes. Hopefully it happens next month. You don't waste too much of 2024, you know what I'm saying, with your terrible plan. You need a winning strategy. Why is your plan terrible? Because it only involves one activity. I'm gonna help y'all out right now. I'm gonna do something I shouldn't do. I'm gonna give y'all the whole deal. The reason why your plan sucks is because it's too broad. It only involves one activity. I'm gonna treat my girlfriend better. I'm gonna be nicer to my boss at work because that's how I get a promotion. I'm gonna download and set up my TikTok so I can get live subscriptions. Like it's just one activity. That's not a system. That's not a roadmap. Just one activity plan. You can't be successful with just one activity. And most of you, your plan is something way out here. So if you don't hit the mark, you're like, I'll get it next year. It'll be okay. That was too much anyway. Or I'll just start again. I'll do this time. Just one activity. Taibu Muad'Dib. How do you intend to reach your goals? Man, yeah, I don't have enough time on this particular class session to break everything that I'm doing down for you guys. But it's a litany of things that I make sure I have to put in place to make sure I show up like this for you guys with the class ready, with the material ready, and fresh and clean. It takes a lot. But you list these ways, you put them down there. It's how you set your activities up. Commitment. I'll finish off with commitment. Sustainability lives here. So I recently, thank you for subscribing. I recently brought somebody in, and on social, it's called social media mining. So I have to take it slow. I used to just buckshot out like, man, they love my live. I'm gonna shoot y'all a link. They'll be good. Like, no, I have to have so I'm having conversations now with people. I had to find the right things to say. It took me like 4 months to find the right things to say to you guys and gals after you watch my live. And now I'm at the point where I'm asking the right questions. I'm getting the right answers. And now I'm able to help you. Right? I can't come across sounding like a bot, throwing something at you without you haven't gotten much value or credibility built up with you yet. So the conversation, man, it's cool. We're getting straight to it. So I'm streamlining this help that you're getting right now in this class with effort, focus, and commitment. The commitment part, I say go to Wikipedia and look up and see if you can gauge 3 famous people. Look up 3 famous people and what they do, and then look them up. So research them and see if you can gauge their level of commitment to their craft. Athlete, artist, banker, doctor. I just say famous, but it could be just anybody at the top of their field or the field that you want to be involved in. Whatever your industry, whatever you want to be good at, look up the top 3 people and then look them up on Wikipedia and see if you can gauge how committed they are to what they do. And then ask yourself how you get on that path. Me. I'm the guy to help you say, look, that goal is doable. Let's start you here. This 6-month course curriculum will address what I believe to be the main issues I'm hearing from you. Let's get you started on that. After that 6 months, you get your certificate, bam, you can decide how to maneuver from there. But I guarantee you, you will advance during that 6 months as a person. Because the EFC workbook, it stops you from pointing the finger and forces you to point the thumb. So you'll become a better person in that first 6 months period. And that's what it takes to achieve the kind of success most of us want to achieve, is just becoming a better person. Until I was a better person, I couldn't hear, I couldn't see, I couldn't attract better people. We attract who we are. If you don't have a good relationship at work with people that you work with or with your supervisor, in your home with your partner or spouse, it's because that's the energy that you're giving off. We attract who we are. We do. Take that seriously. Take that seriously. If you want to make sustainable progress, not go up and come back and go up and come back. If you want sustainable progress, you have to become more committed. And I'll know how committed you are based on your level of effort and your plan on it, period. There's no way around it. You just cannot tell Coach Taibu that you're committed without me seeing it on paper, seeing it in writing. It's just not going to happen. Now, I'm going to go ahead, hook y'all up. I'm going to go ahead and pause this live over here. I want to make sure that you have the EFC workbook link. Let's get that done real quick for you, and we'll go from there. All right. Let me get that. Let me copy that link, put it up here for you guys and gals up here. Let's go. I'm going to pin this comment. All right. You see it, copy and paste that. into your browser. I'm telling you right now, because people are doing it. I'm gonna stop the share because folks are doing it. I meet on the street. I'm just now starting to reach out to companies and corporations here locally in the DFW. I have my work cut out to me, but I intend to be number one in what I do in this area regionally and branch out. And to do that, I just have to keep doing this and be good at it and be very good at it. I'm getting all of the experience that I can. So I'm lining up the EFC workbook for you guys and gals, making sure that you have it in every area. All right. Put in the comment section. I don't want you to be like, oh, I couldn't get it. You can go over here to YouTube, subscribe, and just go to the comment section, copy and paste this workbook link. I'm at Taibu Muad'Dib 4019, just how you see it right there. My name right there. Just type that into YouTube. It'll come up. You'll see me smiling, looking crispy. Go ahead and lock on to that. But that's where it's at. Hook that up for you. Put it over here in the comment section. Make sure that my class has it. You have to do the workbook. You have to do the workbook. All right. Copy the link. Put it over here for my class. Bam. There we go. Put it in the chat area. Just to make sure that everybody has this. I'm opening up for the Q&A. If you've been watching and you listening, you subscribing right now, this is your opportunity to jump in here, man. Make your comments, questions. I'll answer it. If you have a question or comment, put it in the chat area. Let's go. I want to hear from you guys and gals. Talk to me. Let me know what I can answer for you real quick. I just want you to know that this is where it's at right now. Thank you for subscribing and for following my lives. I'm gonna make sure I give you guys whatever I can, as much as I can. I want to see as much increase as possible by the end of 2024. So I don't see any hands going up. All right, let me go to the next thing. So her fight is our fight. What does that mean? What that means is we're raising money for the Guard Me Gear security tech wearable. I want you guys to join the fight. Right now, we're looking at easily, getting close to that first 100 of donations. That's a huge milestone because a lot of people didn't think we could do it. So I thank everybody that donated. Whenever you donate, I'm definitely going to thank you publicly. Even if you put in a private donation, I'm still going to put it out there. Thank you, Anonymous. All right. Thank you, Anonymous. But this right here is important to us. We want to make sure that we protect largely women and children from domestic violence, sexual violence. It's happening in our communities, and it's happening because we're not discussing it enough. We are not discussing it. We are not talking about it. I'm going to go ahead and put the link over here for you guys and girls to get that taken care of. So we want to make sure that at every opportunity that we have, that we are actually donating and that we're actually taking the time to really think about what we're doing. All right. You want to think about this. So, and I'm going to get with some folks and we're going to do an actual reenactment of how to Guard Me Gear, but it has so many different functions. That's why it'll be so effective. I just say, follow the link, go ahead, watch the YouTube video. If you have questions or concerns, just inbox me. But first, everybody, put your $5 in and share the link. That's the simple request. I have around 7,000 viewers from all my different platforms that see me throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. That's enough people to get to our goal of 150,000. If everybody donates $5 and shares the link with another person, you guys do the math. So that's what's important to me right now to discuss and talk about. So, short story. Whether you know somebody or not, in my scenario, I know for a fact that having dealt with a lot of this growing up as a young person and then seeing it play out as an adult, being involved with it myself, I just want to make sure that everybody knows, this is so important that I don't want you to wait for another sensational story to feel bad. We can take care of ending it. We can really spearhead this. And if you look like me, this is definitely something you want to get behind, because I know for a fact that we are going to into a situation. Thank you very much. We're going to a situation where where people are need a response. Guard Me Gear. Gear is an acronym for giving everyone a response. So if you are pulled over, whether it's the middle of the night or broad daylight, and a police officer, someone from law enforcement is making you feel uncomfortable, you can summon the help of a certified responder, a citizen that's just there to make sure that you're safe. There's no more George Floyding. There's no more, the Michaels or the Amadous. There's no more. None of that's happening. You can summon help. We can make sure that we are living through these scary situations, because you can now summon help. So every brother, uncle, son, we want to get behind this. This is something that we can do for ourselves. Let's stop looking to big government to do this for us. Let's get behind this. Push this. Make sure everybody that you know puts their $5 in, and that they share the link. All right. Prototype, manufacture, test, redesign, and disseminate. That's how the process is going to go. You need to get behind the Guard Me Gear, personal security, wearable technology. All right. By spring break, I want to make sure that I have this device that I can say, hey, we did it. Here's a device. We're going to test it locally on a couple major universities, and then we're going to redesign it based off the feedback that we get, data that we collect, and then we're going to go ahead and get it out there to you guys. October and November are the big awareness times for sexual violence and domestic violence. I think that this year we should celebrate the end of both. All right, let's lock that down. Taibu Muad'Dib right here, man. I really appreciate you for joining me for this unprecedented teaching situation. This is what first step coaching classes are like. I'm podcasting this, so you guys and gals, this month I decided to do it. Having access to a higher education for our people is so important. So I'm making this free value. A lot of people are upset with me for doing this, but I'm giving you guys this value so you understand this is why you need to talk to a life coach. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Stop being so arrogant. Stop being so aloof. Don't be nonchalant. If you really have a goal you want to achieve, you deserve that goal deserves some help and some assistance. I'm just going to be real. If your goal is important to you, it deserves some assistance. All right. Give it the opportunity that it needs, the chance that it needs. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Like I said, treat yourselves good, be wise, but be truthful. If you've been too lenient with yourself about starting EFC workbook, download it, reach out to me. I got you. I'm trying to bring on at least 40 new clients within the next 30 days because there's so much need out there. So I'm being intentional. If I inbox you or I phone call, hit you on your phone, or you book a call with me, I'm going to be there. We're going to get this done. I have 2 class sessions now, so my classes, so I can take care of all of that. The things that are automated are in motion, my emails, my podcasting. I got more time for you. Let's go. Let's get you in class. Let's get you a course curriculum and get you your touch points. Let's do it. I'm ready to build this thing into something awesome for you guys, for you ladies. It's going to happen. So celebrating Black History Month for me, it means looking back at the people that went before me and how they committed themselves to making things better for me. And that's what I'm going to do. That's the legacy of Muad'Dib Global Holding Group's Heavenly Bodies and First Step Coaching, is building a better future for our community by building better people. Thank you very much. That's the show. Let's go. Now you know.